Gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Everybody gon' vote. Comrade! Labor right, them a go down, bong. Them a go down, bong. Them a go down. Isat! Margie, him a God picking. No hope their work if you touch Margie. Margie, him a God picking. No hope their work if you touch Margie. We now vote for Labour. Orange we a come out in now. If you love the PNP, who no step out for Marky G. Jamaica just come along with we. People time come, people time come, people time is up.
Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
Yeah, I say that we are. Pledge your allegiance.
Who's gonna run this town tonight?
Yeah, I say that we are.
We gonna run this town.
Make the trumpets play. Make the trumpets play.
I heard Julian Robinson spoke about the fact that he wants to level the playing field for the senior citizens and give them a flat rate
fixed rate water, yes.
Water bill. The Prime Minister mentioned to write off some water bill for some senior citizens for some months, don't it?
Right.
Now the Prime Minister is rebutting that Julian Robinson's argument no make no sense. Only listen to the Prime Minister. Listen to the Prime Minister and tell me if this man, listen to him.
Not even 24 hours after the opposition promised that Jamaicans aged 65 and older will have their water bills capped at a flat rate if the People's National Party forms the next government, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has sprinkled mud in the political waters. He has labelled the promise as wishful thinking and suggested that in an attempt to cut expenses for seniors, the National Water Commission NWC would indirectly face more expenses.
It sounds very good. Indeed, I like it, that we must give a flat rate to pensioners. It sounds good, and I'm sure every pensioner would immediately say, yes, this is something that we should do.
Opposition spokesman on finance Julian Robinson made the announcement on Thursday during his contribution to the 2025-2026 budget debate in Parliament. But here's Mr. Holness's contention.
I heard some wishful thinking being applied. While you may get the benefit and believe it's free to you, it costs somebody else. So politicians must be very careful how they give benefits that redistribute equity in the society.
Based on living conditions, Mr. Holness also raised questions about determining who are actually pensioners.
You have the list of pensioners from government, or are we also going to give pensioners who worked in the private sector? That wasn't quite clear as to how they would do it, but let's say we knew who are all the pensioners. But how do you treat with the question of someone who will freeload on the benefit? Meaning that someone is a pensioner, they have a house, they rent out the house. Who should get the benefit?
He said there's a cloud of uncertainty as to whether the pensioner would get the benefit or the people who live on the pensioner's property.
What you end up doing is siphoning off, essentially, a lot of revenues from the NWC in trying to assist the pensioners, but you will also be assisting, in quotation mark, persons who are not pensioners as well.
Mr. Holness is expected to make his contribution to the budget debate next week. Ramarda Lyons, TVJ News.
Yo, you see,
bad mind.
listen, no. Let me tell you something. It's difficult to think aloud when your nose big, you know. you just show say he's a jackass, you know. Let me tell you something. A simple fix. The same way pensioners are property owners. The water bill has always, from the beginning of time, attached to the property owner. He only thinks like that because he has multiple properties.
Hey!
He only thinks like that. Ball out! He is incapable of understanding that the same pensioners have to pay land tax. So he has no concept of what equity is. If you are splitting equity, if you have compassion and empathy for the elderly and they have property, it's a simple fix. Just like how when a man and a woman are married and they're going through a divorce and they have property distribution through the property legislation, PROSA, that's what they call it. The family home is identified as the place where you ordinarily reside. So people like the Prime Minister and his wife who have the whole of Lee's flat and the whole of Beverly Hills Corner and the whole of Ochi and the whole of Bernard Lodge. Yes, it wouldn't apply to them when them soon become pensioners because they have to find the family home. And the family home don't include nobody from Manchester. So the benefit wouldn't go to the freeloaders. You understand? The benefit don't go to the Manchester people. The benefit would be left to the people who are in the pensioners and the identification of where the family home is. And so that particular home would be flagged and tagged, and people ought not to worry about how much grandkids and how much people live where, because they are the same people that foster the whole garrison politics. So he also has in his mind the family yard debacle, and because he don't like young people, because he order shoot to kill and ask questions later, and him and the Minister of Security, that is how they think about black people. He's worried about freeloaders. Well, if my granny live with me and I have a change or it depends, why is he worried whether I get some free water off of my granny after she works so hard in life? That man is a wicked man. Mash down that.
Ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
To stand before you today as the Member of Parliament for St. Thomas Eastern, I bring heartfelt greetings on behalf of the leader of the opposition, not the opposition.
Jamaica, time coming up. Time come, the date has finally announced. Everybody come vote for Mark Golding. Because fold your fist, wave your hand, because walk around district.
Our position on crime, violence, and the delivery of justice for our people remains consistent. It is rooted in our vision of social transformation. We believe in a balanced approach, using both crime control as well as crime prevention measures to deal with the issue of violent crime. A balanced approach is essential to social harmony and crime reduction. And a more cohesive society is essential to reducing discontent and violence in the society. Whether we're dealing with race or gender or class, I hear the prophetic words of Peter Tosh. there will be no peace without equal rights and justice. We have to focus on building peace and unity as the main approach to reducing crime and violence. It is a mindset change that will guide the next PNP government. Peace cannot be achieved in communities through oppressive laws and government badness that trample on the basic rights and freedoms of our people. Peace and unity are directly linked to equal rights and justice.
Today I want to talk to you about the importance of getting enumerated. Now, imagine looking around your constituency, your community, and identifying things that you want changed, but you don't have a say in making those changes. If you get registered to vote today or before March 31st, you'll become eligible to vote by May 31st. So I want to implore you to get on the voters list, get registered so that you can have a meaningful say in the changes that are effected in your constituency.
Jamaica, time coming up. Time come, the date has finally announced. Everybody come vote for Mark Golden. Because fold your fist, wave your hand, because walk around district and
in solidarity with your leader, Comrade Mark. Time come. Time come. Time come for the PNP.
Me I practice my ex. Because I want to make sure say my part don't spoil this election day. Long time them labor right there for gone, you know. Them two one caring, man. Make sure say my mark the ex right there, so. Because I don't want the ballot spoil. See that ex, yeah? For the teacher, them want to get them pay. You see that ex, yeah? And for the people them want dead pan hospital bench because they never have no bed. You see that ex, yeah? And for the police, them want work overtime and can't get them overtime pay. Yeah, man. See that ex, yeah? And for the big salary what the politician them give themselves, and I can't get little salary to the people them. That ex right now, yeah. For the nurse them. The nurse them. Or if you work long hours and can't get no pay, if you go off foreign to try to survive. You see, oh man, that ex, yeah? This is because that time they take the bulldozer and mash up the house them out of Clifton. You see that ex, yeah? And the arrogance and the dictatorship where them try to run the country under. You see one there right there, so I feel all of the disrespect what they want to come give Jamaican. I make sure I say me mark my ex properly. Time come for a change. Time come for a better Jamaica.